Hey guys, some of you have been asking how I got the underglow kit on the Model X. So it's gonna be a short video on what I did and how I did it, just to kind of give you guys a little visualization. The first thing I did was I went on the Wish app, believe it or not. Lights are so cheap. And when I used to do this, we'd have to get these long neon tubes that we'd have to drill into the undercarriage of a car. Now it's LEDs that are super light and super affordable, and also just use double-sided sticky tape. So I actually got this kit from the Wish app. I'll put the link in the bottom, but essentially I was looking for something that was app controlled, so I didn't have to worry about getting through a firewall or into the cabin for switch. And I was looking for something that was LED with double-sided sticky tape that also did rainbow lights for my daughter, because she's the one who wanted rainbows under Daddy's car. So anyway, I'll go about showing you all the different aspects of it, and then we'll kind of go from there, okay? Okay, the first thing you're going to do is locate the 12-volt battery. So you're going to open the frunk. And at the very top of the frunk, you can see, like, here's the storage space. There's this panel up here, and it goes all the way across, and it's just literally with tabs. So you just grab the back and pull up. And as you pull up, it'll start to come off. You have access here. So after you do that, in here is actually where the 12-volt battery connection is. The 12-volt battery, I think, is actually deeper in the car, but if you pull this tab off, you have access to where the connection is, which is actually right under here. There's a little thing that tells you to jump the 12-volt battery. So there's a little peg here, and then I just connected it to a ground, which is over there. I just connected it to somewhere on the frame, so it's a ground. So the next part that was really hard was trying to figure out how to run the wires from here down to the undercarriage to connect to the lights. And so what I did was I got some fish tape and I ran it down through. There's a couple little holes that I'll show you when I get on the underside of the car. And so I kind of just aimed for the light and eventually made it through. And then I had wires underneath the car. Okay, this next part is gonna be hard with the Steadicam, so just bear with the shaky camera. Essentially what we did then is we took the lights, which are here, and we double-sided sticky taped them to, like kind of a smooth surface under the car. So I went through with a Lysol wipe, made sure it was really clean. Once I did that, I let it dry, and then you take off the double-sided sticky tape and actually just attach the light bar underneath the car. So I did one there, and I'll show you the other ones. It's important that on the side panels, you avoid the jack stands, but other than that, you can kind of put them wherever you feel like. And in the back, because of the fairings, there was kind of an issue, but I'll show you that later too. Okay, so when I ran that wire down from under, from the compartment, it came out here. So there's these two holes that are underneath the car in this plastic area. So I brought the wires down, I zip tied a set there to make sure that they were pretty secure. And then I also bought these clips that I will show you on Amazon. And they're just double-sided sticky tape clips for wire management, just to make sure that the wires stayed up tight to the chassis. And so this is the front. So all the wires come down through here, and then they connect back through the underside of the car. And I'll show you those. It's really helpful if you put it obviously in the highest air suspension mode, or if you have some ramps to roll up on as well. Okay, so as promised, here's the side view. So you can see here is the jack pad. And then I started the lights here. So they start right there, come down and across, and go all the way underneath. This bar was kind of the hardest to get the wires across, because the wires have to go underneath the entire car. I usually do my wire management to go back to the driver's side. That way, if anything comes loose, you see it as soon as you're getting in and out of a car. You really want to make sure that if a wire comes loose, you have access to it right away so it doesn't drag on the ground and there's no issues. Okay, so like I said, there's a little control box right over here that you can see. I just double-sided sticky taped that to the underside. I'll show you that in a second, because when the lights actually came to the house, there was no instructions, but there was a QR code on that box. And when I scanned the QR code, that's how I had access to the app that actually controlled the lights. And then you can see here, all of the wires come back to this point here, which I just zip tied to the undercarriage, and then used the same clips that we were talking about earlier for wire management. So they're right there ready to go. And then I have lights that are all along here. Okay, so under here, I was telling you there's this control box. And so this is the double-sided tape control box, and there it is saying that it's a Bluetooth enabled controller. The QR code's actually on the side that I double-sided taped to the car, but that's where everything is run through. So it's also kind of good that it's close to the driver's side, because that way when I activate it from the driver's seat, it doesn't have a long way to go to communicate with the controller box. Okay, so now the lights are connected on the bottom. You've got everything clipped in really nice and neat. You've got the wires running up through from the undercarriage up to the top where the battery is. It's connected to the 12 volt. And also be sure that you've tested the lights out. Give them a test run, make sure they work, make sure they're all set. And then what I'll do is come through here. You basically want to put this top part back on. Literally you can do it one-handed. Just kind of find the holes, make them line up like that, and then kind of give them a good pop in place. There you go, and there you have it. So that's all set and back to normal. The light bars are underneath, the wires are running, you have access to power, and you're all golden. Okay, these are the 3 tools that I used. So I was telling you guys, so this is the fish tape that I used to run the wire from the 12 volt compartment down to the undercarriage. This is the double-sided tape that I used to connect the controller box and mount it underneath. And these are the clips that I got off Amazon. I will link them in the description. But essentially it's just a little clip with double-sided tape on the back end. And so again, just use Lysol wipes, make sure the undercarriage is clean so it gets good adhesion, and then you're all golden. So there they are, kind of going, doing some testers. The app is kind of cool. It lets you control what you want to switch between as far as lights go. So this is on pulsating rainbow, I believe, with a high speed. So you can change the speed. I also did the Christmas Model X dance with it variegating between red and green, which was really cool. So definitely something else you can do. Okay everyone, that's it. Those are the steps that we did and used to install the underglow system in the Tesla Model X. If you are thinking about getting a Model X, please feel free to use my referral code. I'm linking it in the description. If you have any questions or comments about how I set up the underglow kit, please let me know. If I get a referral code soon, I may throw up another video on some of the other stuff I've done, which has been fun. It's been a good project, and feel free to follow me on social media as well, Tesla Model X Dad on Instagram, and then you can kind of see some of the stuff that I'll be doing there. Hope you have a great day. Thank you so much. See you later.